Hey everybody, Will from Studio Zombie 3D here. Today, we're going to take a look at a couple prints that I did off of Cults3d.com. Cults3d has become one of my main go-to sites for STL files. They have a ton of different free and paid models. They also have a really nice blog section and a ton of different contests. I'll have links in the description and I urge you to check the site out. I'm pretty sure you can find a lot of different models you'll want to print here. Alright, we're just going to scroll to the top and we're going to type Mephisto into the search bar. The model we're looking for is by Wicked3D. I'm a member of their Patreon. They have a ton of great models that they release monthly. They also provide a bunch of their models here on Cult. This is the model we're going to be printing, their Mephisto statue. This statue is 43 pieces and is a great statue to test out how well your SLA printer can print and how much detail. I'm going to be using the Anycubic Photon M3 Max to print my models today. Now, with my other SLA printers, this would have been several days of printing, but I was able to do double the printing with my Anycubic Photon M3 Max, so I was able to do this print in half the time. And here we have two of the larger models loaded onto the bed of the M3 Max. I don't have any other SLA printers that these pieces would fit on, so this printer was ideal for this project. Here are the settings I use to print it. I keep my lift speeds pretty low, just to ensure that I get a good print. I loaded the Anycubic M3 Max with Anycubic Craftsman gray resin to do most of the printing, and eSun gray resin for the base. And after a few days of printing, here we are. This is an absolutely amazing model. I can't believe the amount of detail in this. It all came together perfectly. I had no issues in printing it, and it came out beautiful. On the base, it has a ton of intricate detail, plus the skulls and the ornamentation on the front. The skeletons also have a ton of detail, as you can see the muscle tissue and the ribs. I just can't believe how well this printed. The Photon M3 Max did an amazing job with this model, and I did it in half the time I could with my other printers. I was absolutely amazed at just how much detail came out in all the pieces. You can see detail in the cloth. You can see the wrinkles on his face and the skin texture. Absolutely amazing. I have to say I was absolutely blown away by the amount of detail in this model, and it's quickly become one of the best prints I've ever been able to produce on an SLA printer. The result speaks for itself, and I can't wait to print a few more of these models on this printer. The Photon M3 Max did an amazing job. Alright, after how well that model turned out, I thought I'd try something a little different. This time, I'm going to try an undead Egyptian chess set. This time, I'm going to see how much I can fit on the build plate at once. And with the Photon M3 Max, I was able to get one whole side of the chest set printed, all 16 pieces full size. I was pretty blown away I was able to get them all on the build plate at once. Which if you're a gamer is pretty great. 2 prints and you're ready to go. Alright, after about 12 hours, the print was finished and I was able to pull them off the bed. Every one of the models printed perfect and there were no failures. Let's take a look at them now. Alright, and here we are. Every one of the 16 models came out perfect. The amount of detail on these is amazing. I used Esun beige resin for this print, and the Photon M3 Max did an amazing job with its 7K screen. The amount of detail on the faces and even on the little ornamentations is amazing. Couldn't be happier with this print and how they turned out. The amount of detail that the 7K screen on the Photon M3 Max was pretty incredible with these small pieces. I was blown away that I was able to get all 16 on the build plate with no problems. No failures, all the supports held, and everything came out perfect. And here we are with the pawns. The faces and the cloaks they're wearing turned out amazing. The amount of detail has just blown me away with these models. Alright everybody, that was just a quick look at a couple prints I did off Cults3d. Be sure to like and subscribe, and check out the Studio Zombie 3D Instagram for more what's going on in the studio. Take care everybody, and we'll see you in the next video.